Sorry, we decided to go with an internal candidate. Sorry, the position was put on hold. I just got off the phone from a friendly conversation with a fellow new immigrant to Canada, and that's the answer he got after 2 months of going through 3 interviews with the same organization for the same position, waiting for the last interview to receive this message. And the worst thing, is that it's the fourth person in 2 weeks' time that I talked to, and they had similar experiences. So I felt the need to make this video. And I know that this video might be the kiss of death for my relationships with some brilliant HR professionals that I have the honor to be connected to and that I met in the last 3 years since my arrival to Canada. Yet, I felt the need to do it because it just clashes with all the values that I believe in. Where is the transparency? Where is the integrity? Where is the respect? Are those really the values that the Human Resources and the Human Resources Professional Association in Canada want to showcase on the job market? Is this the candidate experience that we want to offer? I'm really shocked. Is this a new trend that the HR Professional Association is setting for 2024 on the job market? Someone needs to be really held accountable for that. Because this is not normal. And I know what I'm talking about. I had the privilege and opportunity to work for one of the best companies for 20 years, and I saw firsthand what does it mean to be fully committed to offer the best candidate experience. And I have been personally involved in resourcing and recruiting and workforce planning for thousands of colleagues. And what I see here in Canada definitely doesn't fit in any of that. And it's nothing like all what I have seen in all the countries that I had the honor to work and live in. It's really something to think about. Because just help me understand. If you really didn't know that the position was put on hold 2 months ago, or that you will go with an internal candidate and it's only at the last minute after 2, 3, 4 months in one case that the person was going through interviews and reaching the fourth one, and 2 days before the interview you sent them an email saying that sorry, the position was put on hold and that you didn't know about it, then you might want to question what is your role in the organization as a human resources, as talent management, as talent acquisition, as organization development. Are you simply an execution unit that is just executing blindly, or do you see yourself as a strategic partner? I would really love to hear from you and understand. If you knew, but because you have a diversity KPI to meet for your candidate pools, and you decided to go with those what you call here in Canada visible minority members just to satisfy this KPI, and you have been acting out for 2, 3, 4 months, then congratulations. You might want to consider a career in Hollywood. If on the other side, you are just not convinced that it's the right candidate, and this is your right, and you're inventing an excuse, then you might want to look at your values, and there is no need to use the sandwich communication style, and don't start your sentence with sorry. Because in that case, you are not really sorry and you don't mean it. But question that. And keep in mind that the impact of your actions, it's not only on your organization. because those candidates will definitely not consider your organization and not recommend it to anyone. But it's also having an effect on them, on their mental health, and also on the other organizations. Because you kill their hope, you kill their enthusiasm. So when they have been showing and waiting for your answer, and you, instead of giving them the answer right away, you waited 2-3 months to tell them at the last minute, you just killed their hope. You have been playing with their hope, and you killed their enthusiasm, and you killed their faith in their Canadian journey and in the Canadian HR practices. So when they apply for the next job because they need it, they will not be able to show any motivation or enthusiasm. And they won't be selected because of lack of motivation, lack of enthusiasm. So think of it. As always, I'm open to hear different perspectives. I'm open to hear your side of the story. If you are an HR colleague, a recruiter, a hiring manager, or a talent manager, or an organization development specialist, or a workforce planning specialist, I would really, in Canada, I would really like to hear from you. And I really invite you to open your mind and eyes to what are the practices in other countries. And I can definitely put you in touch with some of the brilliant HR that are professionals that are leading some outstanding practices. I know I get so emotional and passionate because this topic is really close to my heart and I can tolerate a lot, but disrespect and playing with the hope of those vulnerable people, it's just, this is not human. So please, human up. Bring human back to the human resources.